Hello, and welcome back to another Quickview. In this episode, I'm talking about my favorite game of all time. I don't know, it's always hard to say if it is or not, but I would say Godhand probably is my favorite game of all time. Quite an expensive game, especially with all the stuff that I've shown off in my backlog. Most of the time, I buy cheap stuff. So you might be wondering, how did I even get myself why did I even buy a copy of Godhand if I'm basically just a cockroach and I scrounge for like the cheapest things possible? So it was on the PS3 store. I used to love playing absolutely terrible games. Like I used to own Bubsy 3D and I played it. Like the Siphon Filter games, etc. Like games that were really terrible. And I was in a period where honestly, if I didn't play Godhand, I probably would have not been playing video games as much as I do because I just played I was in a really bad time in my life, and I was just like, I was like 17. I just didn't. I was like, man, why am I playing? Why am I even doing this? Like, I think it was about like 3 months. I was just in a really bad rut, and I was just like, I was like, I played so many bad games. I don't know, maybe out of just. I don't even know why I did. I don't know why I didn't play like good games at that time. I do like the occasional bad game, but it's not like over and over. So at one point I was just like, I'll just play God Hand or whatever. Like I don't care. I just played it one random afternoon because I bought it on a Steam sale because I was like, oh, it's got a 3 out of 10 on IGN, so it's really bad. And let me tell you, it single handedly changed my perspective on gaming, and I probably I have this to blame for a lot of my addiction afterwards. It's so good. I spent $130 on this game, and I would do it again. It is probably one of the greatest experiences I've ever had in my entire life. I love God Hand. It is such a good game. It's insane. Like I understand why I wouldn't have gotten a sequel, even if it did well, because this came out in like 2007, like the end of the PS2 era. Like the PS3 was already around, so I get that. Like I don't expect it. I never expected it to be like that good, but it's just so good. There's so many words I could use to describe this type of game where it's wholly unique. The soundtrack is a banger. The gameplay where you're finger mashing, I literally put my finger like this and tap when you get to just beat up people. It's so good. I mean, honestly, emulate it if you don't want to do something like this. But yeah, the it was one of the hardest games I've ever played in my life too. It's basically the equivalent of you smashing your head against a brick wall over and over and over and over again until you finally get it. And when you finally bust through that brick wall, dude, you are like unstoppable. You feel so good. I mean, they made it so addictive where once you so it's like a tank control beat 'em up, which is very hard to get used to. It's only because I played other games like Tomb Raider before where it wasn't like completely foreign to me. Still not like too common of a gameplay loop, but when you click a button, he like fully flips around 360, so it's kind of hard when you have like three people around you, but you just kind of get used to it. I mean, there's just so many fun things. They have like the Power Rangers knockoffs, like everything about it is just pure gaming, and that is something that I just loved. It's something that only God Hand is something that only a video game medium could portray. There could never be a TV show. There could never be a book. It has to be a video game where you're just actually doing something, which a lot of games have totally taken away now. And dude, there's just so many. The fight with Devil Hand. I mean, there's so many weird in jokes too, where Devil Hands' hand in one scene is like comically oversized, and they never acknowledge it, and then it goes back to normal in the next scene. Elvis, who just is just a demon who eats people, and they just never elaborate on it. It's so like funny. They do have stereotypical. Uh, oh, is that a dog? But yeah, they have stereotypical gay men in cheetah uniforms. Yoo-hoo, sweetie, you have to answer our quiz questions. I'm not that kind of guy. Like, I could quote the whole game, man. It's so good. Who's our boss? Elvis. Elvis. Yeah, it's so fun, dude. I have like I thought that I honestly would talk like way more about it, but honestly, just the memories that are like flooding in, knowing that I have it, just makes me want to play it. Which isn't that like a testament to something? I really think if you play this game and you don't like it, I think you just do not like video games because you're probably like, I think a lot of people if they had to play Godhand as their only way to get to other games, they would never want to go and experience the medium of video games because this is what video games should be. You just play. There's nothing else. There's everything that you do is just to benefit the gameplay. You know, when you get more skilled and you buy more abilities, it just evolves the gameplay. You know, yeah, you play a larger than life hero who's been given the power of the God Hand. From cool moves to twisted, painful reactions of enemies, crushing the bad guys has never been more satisfying. Also, they have cool things like if you use the ball buster on women, it doesn't do anything. Like you actually have to pay attention to. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. When you, even like with this, like the bigger enemies, when you suplex them, he like lifts his hand up and smacks them, and I mimic it in real life. I did it when I was like 17 because it's just so cool. Gene is so cool. Like it's so dumb, but I don't even care. I even beat it on hard mode, which is something that not a lot of people can probably say. Even on normal mode, it's hard, and I would not recommend easy because that's not how the game was meant to be played. But yeah, dude, I mean, playing on hard mode. There's this one point right before, I think it's a few missions before you meet the third version of Elvis or the second version of the second to last final boss, the head of all of the demons. And there's like 20 people around you, and that took me literally like 3 hours, but I did not care. I don't think it was 3 hours. It took me at least an hour to 2 hours. It was so hard to do it because there were so many people around you. You can't like do any of your combos, and you can't do anything. There's also so many things like if you dodge, he has no guard button, which makes it really like weird. You're supposed to like if you're standing on, I guess it's kind of hard for the camera to see. Well, if you're like standing like this and people are punching you like this, you're just supposed to push up on the D-pad on the analog stick, and he just dodges like I guess if like I don't know how I do this, but if it's like that's his head, he's like dodging his way like this when they're throwing punches, and you're supposed to be knowing how to dodge their moves in a great way, not just completely like back roll and back flip away, because that means you're not going to be getting your combo, which means you're not going to be getting more points, which means you're not going to be getting more rewards when you play the game. Oh, there's so many good things about it. The only thing that sucks is there's not really a new game plus mode where you get to keep all of your coins. That's the only thing that sucks, because if you got to keep all your moves, that would be so much fun just to absolutely tear up. But they made it like that so you would have to keep struggling every time you play Godhand, which makes you want to play more. Also, track 16 for the Fortress in the Sky, that's one of my favorite songs, probably like in my top 100. I cannot believe that the soundtrack is so criminally underrated and like no one even plays it in anything. I'm surprised because it's actually like good music. It's not. I mean, there are a few songs where it's just kind of a riff on the first intro song, so it's like, yeah, you've heard like kind of a lot of like that. But song 16, I think I might even link it in the YouTube video. I love that song. It's so good. Godhand is probably, if I would probably say most of the time it's my favorite game of all time, especially since what it symbolizes in terms of I love the gaming medium because of this. I mean, dude, when I played it when I was 17, I was hooked, and I when I go back to it, I just have to play. I have to play it. Like I have to at least play a while. Like I have to be locked in a room. I have to force myself to get out and away from it if I really am in the mood to play it. So yeah, I love Godhand. It's such a good game. And please play it. Emulate it. I don't care. I don't care how you get your hands on this thing, aside from taking my copy. Because I will kill you if you try and take it. But yeah, definitely play Godhand. Play Godhand. So this has been another episode of the Quickview. I hope you have a good one and play Godhand.